When people talk about physical relationships, many focus only on technique, body shape, or performance. However, emotional connection is often much more important than most people realize. For many men, the feeling of being emotionally close to their partner can make any position more enjoyable. It is not only about what the body feels, but also about what the heart feels. When there is trust, warmth, and real affection between two people, the experience becomes deeper and more meaningful. A simple touch can feel powerful when it comes from someone you truly care about. Eye contact, gentle words, and small signs of love can turn an ordinary moment into something special. Emotional connection adds a layer of comfort and security, which allows both partners to relax and enjoy the experience fully. Feeling emotionally connected creates a sense of safety. When a man feels safe with his partner, he does not feel judged or pressured. He can be himself without fear of embarrassment. This comfort makes him more open and present in the moment. Instead of worrying about how he looks or whether he is doing everything perfectly, he can focus on sharing the experience. This relaxed state often leads to greater enjoyment because stress and anxiety are reduced. When the mind is calm, the body can respond more naturally. Emotional closeness allows partners to communicate better even without words. A smile, a look, or a soft laugh can express feelings that make the connection stronger. Eye contact is one of the strongest ways emotional connection shows itself. Looking into each other's eyes during intimate moments creates a feeling of closeness that is hard to describe. It helps partners feel seen and understood. For many men, positions where they can see their partner's face and expressions can feel more satisfying because they can sense the shared emotion. They can notice pleasure, happiness, and affection in their partner's eyes. This visual connection reinforces the idea that the experience is mutual and shared. It is not just about physical action. It is about emotional exchange. Feeling wanted and appreciated becomes clear through eye contact, and that feeling can make the moment more intense and meaningful. Touch also carries emotional meaning. A gentle hand on the face, fingers intertwined, or a warm embrace can communicate love and desire. Physical closeness, like hugging or holding each other, creates a feeling of unity. Many men value positions that allow full-body closeness because they can feel their partner's warmth and heartbeat. This closeness builds intimacy, which makes the experience more satisfying. Emotional warmth can make even simple movements feel special. When partners hold each other closely, it sends a message of care and connection. That message can increase feelings of happiness and attachment. Another important part of emotional connection is communication. Talking openly about likes, dislikes, and feelings builds trust. When partners share their thoughts honestly, they create an environment where both feel respected. Men often enjoy experiences more when they know their partner is comfortable and happy. Knowing that both people are enjoying themselves removes uncertainty. Simple words like "I love you," "I like this," or "you feel good" can make a big difference. Verbal reassurance strengthens emotional bonds. It reminds both partners that they are valued, not just physically, but emotionally as well. Feeling appreciated is another powerful factor. Many men want to feel desired by their partner. When a partner shows genuine attraction and affection, it boosts confidence and self-esteem. This emotional boost can increase overall enjoyment. Appreciation can be shown through compliments, affectionate gestures, or expressions of gratitude. When a man feels that his partner truly wants to be with him, it deepens the connection. That emotional satisfaction often lasts longer than physical pleasure alone. The knowledge that someone cares deeply can create lasting happiness. Emotional connection also builds long-term satisfaction in a relationship. Physical attraction may change over time, but emotional intimacy can grow stronger. Couples who focus on emotional closeness often report greater happiness. Shared experiences, laughter, and support strengthen the bond. Intimacy becomes an expression of love rather than just physical desire. Men who feel emotionally connected to their partner may find that any position becomes enjoyable because the true pleasure comes from sharing the moment with someone special. The specific details matter less when the relationship itself feels strong and loving. Trust plays a central role in emotional connection. Trust allows partners to be vulnerable. Vulnerability means being open about feelings, fears, and desires. When a man trusts his partner, he can let go of insecurity. He does not need to pretend or hide parts of himself. This openness can create a deeper experience. Vulnerability can be powerful because it shows authenticity. Being accepted as you are builds strong emotional bonds. When two people trust each other deeply, their physical connection becomes more meaningful. Emotional connection also encourages empathy. Empathy means understanding and caring about another person's feelings. When partners are emotionally connected, they pay attention to each other's comfort and pleasure. Men often appreciate when their partner is attentive and responsive. Feeling understood increases satisfaction. When both partners care about each other's experience, the connection becomes balanced and mutual. This shared care strengthens the relationship and makes intimate moments more fulfilling. Another reason emotional connection matters is because it strengthens overall relationship health. Couples who focus only on physical aspects may miss the deeper foundation of love and respect. Emotional intimacy creates stability. It allows partners to handle challenges and disagreements more effectively. When the emotional bond is strong, small problems are easier to solve. Intimacy becomes a reflection of that strength. For many men, knowing that their partner stands by them emotionally makes physical closeness more meaningful. In simple terms, emotional connection transforms intimacy from a physical act into a shared emotional journey. It brings warmth, trust, appreciation, and mutual understanding. Positions or techniques become less important when both partners feel deeply connected. The true enjoyment comes from feeling loved, valued, and close. When a man feels emotionally bonded to his partner, even the simplest moment can feel powerful and satisfying. Emotional closeness adds depth and meaning that cannot be replaced by physical factors alone. When people talk about intimacy, there is often a belief that more complicated positions or dramatic movements automatically create more pleasure. Movies, social media, and popular culture sometimes give the idea that excitement must come from something extreme or very advanced. However, in real life, many men find that comfort and natural movement matter much more than complexity. Simple positions that allow both partners to relax, move freely, and feel physically at ease often create a more satisfying experience. When the body feels comfortable, the mind can relax. And when both the body and mind are relaxed, pleasure becomes easier and more natural. Comfort is important because it reduces distraction. If a position feels awkward, painful, or too difficult to maintain, it can take attention away from the connection between partners. Instead of focusing on shared feelings, a person may focus on balancing, adjusting, or dealing with discomfort. This can reduce enjoyment. Many men appreciate positions where their bodies can move in a smooth and natural way without strain. When muscles are not tense from holding an uncomfortable pose, the experience feels more enjoyable. Comfort allows both partners to stay present in the moment instead of worrying about physical difficulty. Natural movement also plays a big role in satisfaction. The human body has rhythms and patterns that feel smooth and easy. When partners move together in a way that matches their natural rhythm, it creates a sense of flow. Flow feels good because it is not forced. It happens naturally. Men often enjoy experiences where movement feels instinctive rather than planned or overly controlled. When two people can move together without overthinking every action, the connection feels genuine. This natural rhythm can increase pleasure because it allows both partners to respond to each other easily. Simplicity can also create better chemistry. When something is too complicated, it may require too much thinking. Thinking too much during intimate moments can reduce emotional connection. Instead of feeling the moment, a person might focus on doing it right. Simple positions allow partners to focus on each other instead of technique. They can notice facial expressions, breathing patterns, and subtle reactions. This awareness strengthens the bond between them. Chemistry grows when both people feel relaxed and in tune with each other. Overly dramatic setups may look exciting, but they do not always create real closeness. Physical confidence increases when a person feels comfortable. If a position feels natural, a man may feel more confident in his movements. Confidence improves enjoyment because it reduces anxiety. When someone feels unsure about balance or flexibility, it can create stress. Stress blocks relaxation, and relaxation is key to satisfaction. Comfortable positions allow both partners to feel secure. This security encourages open expression. It becomes easier to communicate through touch, eye contact, and body language when there is no discomfort in the background. Another important reason comfort matters is because it helps both partners stay connected for a longer time. Positions that require extreme flexibility or strength can quickly lead to fatigue. When someone becomes tired too quickly, the experience may end before both partners are fully satisfied. Simple positions that support the body well allow energy to last longer. Endurance improves when muscles are not overworked. Men often value experiences that feel steady and consistent rather than short and intense. A smooth rhythm that continues comfortably can feel more fulfilling than something dramatic that cannot be sustained. Emotional relaxation also connects closely with physical comfort. When the body feels at ease, the mind tends to follow. A relaxed mind is more open to pleasure. It can fully experience sensations without tension. If a person feels awkward, they may become self-conscious. Self-conscious thoughts can interrupt enjoyment. Many men appreciate moments where they do not need to perform or impress. They simply want to share closeness with their partner. Simple and natural movement allows this kind of authentic sharing. Simplicity also makes communication easier. When a position feels natural, partners can adjust easily without major changes. They can respond to each other's feedback smoothly. If one partner wants to move slightly or change rhythm, it is easier when the setup is simple. Complicated positions may require stopping completely to adjust, which can break the flow. Maintaining flow is important for many men because it keeps the experience continuous and connected. Flow creates a feeling of unity, where both people move together without interruption. There is also the factor of emotional safety. Complex or extreme positions may sometimes feel intimidating. If one partner feels pressured to try something uncomfortable, it can reduce trust. Comfort builds trust. When both partners agree on something that feels good and natural, it strengthens the relationship. Men often respond positively when they know their partner feels safe and relaxed. Knowing that both people are comfortable creates deeper satisfaction. It becomes less about showing skill and more about sharing closeness. Natural movement often allows for better physical alignment as well. When bodies are positioned comfortably, sensations can feel stronger and more balanced. Instead of focusing on holding a difficult pose, partners can focus on enjoying touch and closeness. The body responds better when it is not strained. This is one reason why simple positions often feel surprisingly satisfying. They may not look impressive from the outside, but they allow the body to function smoothly. Another reason simplicity works well is that it reduces pressure. Many people feel influenced by unrealistic expectations. They may think they need to try complex positions to create excitement. However, excitement does not always come from difficulty. It often comes from connection, confidence, and shared enjoyment. When both partners feel free from pressure, they can laugh, adjust, and experiment gently without fear of failure. This playful attitude increases satisfaction. In long-term relationships especially, comfort becomes even more important. Over time, partners learn what feels natural for their bodies. They discover rhythms and movements that work well for both. These shared patterns create familiarity and security. Familiarity does not mean boredom. It can mean deeper understanding. When a couple knows each other's bodies well, simple positions can feel very meaningful. The shared history adds emotional depth to the physical experience. Comfort also supports physical health. Extreme positions may increase the risk of strain or minor injury. When partners choose positions that support their bodies, they reduce the chance of discomfort afterward. Feeling good both during and after. Intimacy contributes to overall satisfaction. Men often prefer experiences that leave them feeling relaxed and content rather than sore or tense. It is also important to understand that everyone's body is different. What feels natural for one person may not feel natural for another. The key idea is not about one specific position, but about choosing what feels easy and comfortable for both partners. Listening to each other and adjusting creates harmony. Harmony leads to better chemistry. Chemistry grows when both people feel heard and respected. In simple words, comfort and natural movement often matter more than complexity because they allow both partners to relax, connect, and move together smoothly. Complicated setups may look exciting, but they can create tension or distraction. Simple positions support the body, reduce stress, and encourage emotional closeness. When partners feel physically at ease, they can focus on each other's presence and shared rhythm. This creates deeper satisfaction than any dramatic pose ever could. True enjoyment comes from connection, confidence, and comfort. When movement feels natural and both partners are relaxed, intimacy becomes more meaningful. Simplicity creates space for real chemistry to grow. In the end, many men value the feeling of being in sync with their partner far more than any complicated position. When comfort leads the experience, pleasure follows naturally. Visual stimulation plays an important psychological role in intimacy. Human beings are naturally visual creatures. What we see strongly influences what we feel and think. For many men, visual connection during intimate moments increases excitement, emotional engagement, and overall satisfaction. It is not only about physical touch or sensation. Seeing a partner's face, expressions, and body language can create a deeper emotional response. The mind reacts to visual signals quickly, and those signals can strengthen attraction and confidence. When visual connection is present, intimacy becomes more than just a physical experience. It becomes a shared emotional exchange. One important reason visual stimulation matters is because it helps a person feel connected. When a man can see his partner's expressions, he can understand how she feels in that moment. A smile, closed eyes, relaxed breathing, or a look of enjoyment can communicate pleasure without words. These visual cues reassure him that the experience is mutual. Knowing that his partner is happy and comfortable increases his own enjoyment. This type of feedback creates a loop. When he sees that she feels good, he feels more confident, and that confidence can make the experience even better for both of them. Eye contact is one of the strongest forms of visual connection. Looking into each other's eyes during intimate moments can create a powerful emotional bond. Eye contact makes people feel seen and understood. It adds intimacy because it shows openness and trust. For many men, positions that allow eye contact can feel more meaningful. The eyes communicate emotion in a direct way. They can show desire, affection, love, or excitement. This emotional exchange strengthens the connection between partners and makes the moment feel personal rather than mechanical. Visual stimulation also increases psychological arousal. The brain plays a central role in attraction and pleasure. When a man sees his partner's body language or physical reactions, the brain processes that information and responds with increased excitement. This response is natural and instinctive. Attraction is often influenced by what we see. Visual feedback can make feelings stronger because it combines physical sensation with mental stimulation. The mind and body work together. When both are engaged, the experience becomes more intense and satisfying. Body language is another key factor. Subtle movements, gentle touches, or shifts in posture communicate interest and enjoyment. When a partner responds positively, it gives reassurance. This reassurance reduces anxiety. Many men feel pressure to perform well or meet expectations. Visual signs of pleasure from their partner can reduce this pressure. Instead of worrying, they can relax and focus on the shared moment. Confidence grows when a person feels appreciated. Visual feedback plays a big role in building that confidence. Facial expressions are especially powerful. A partner's expression of happiness or desire can increase emotional closeness. Seeing genuine reactions makes the experience feel authentic. It reminds both partners that the connection is real. Authentic reactions feel more satisfying than forced or exaggerated ones. When expressions are natural, they strengthen trust. Trust deepens intimacy. Many men value sincerity because it makes the experience feel honest and mutual. Visual stimulation also supports emotional bonding. When partners can see each other clearly, they feel more present. Presence means being fully in the moment. When someone focuses on their partner's face and reactions, distractions fade away. The connection becomes stronger. Being visually engaged encourages empathy. A man can adjust his actions based on what he sees. If he notices comfort, pleasure, or a need for change, he can respond quickly. This responsiveness improves communication without needing words. Another important point is that visual connection can boost self-esteem. When a man sees desire or appreciation in his partner's eyes, it makes him feel wanted. Feeling wanted is deeply satisfying. It strengthens emotional security. Many people underestimate how much validation matters in relationships. Simple visual signs of attraction can create a strong, positive emotional effect. That positive feeling often stays even after the moment has passed. It builds long-term confidence in the relationship. Lighting, environment, and openness also influence visual stimulation. A comfortable setting where partners can see each other clearly can increase closeness. Darkness may sometimes reduce visual engagement, while soft light allows partners to observe each other's expressions. The goal is not perfection, but visibility and connection. When partners are able to see each other naturally, it enhances emotional awareness. Visual stimulation is not only about physical appearance, it is also about energy and emotion. The way someone looks at their partner, the warmth in their eyes, or the softness of their smile can be more meaningful than physical details. Emotional expression often has a stronger impact than appearance alone. Men may respond more strongly to a partner's genuine affection than to any specific physical feature. Visual connection becomes powerful when it carries emotional meaning. Confidence and attraction often grow together. When a man sees his partner responding positively, he feels more secure. That security allows him to relax and express himself more freely. Relaxation improves enjoyment. Anxiety can block pleasure, but reassurance removes that barrier. Visual feedback provides constant reassurance. It shows that the experience is shared and appreciated. Psychologically, humans seek feedback in many areas of life. We want to know how others respond to us. In intimate moments, this need becomes even stronger. Visual feedback answers unspoken questions. Is my partner happy? Is this enjoyable? Are we connected? When the answers are visible, satisfaction increases. The mind feels calm and confident. This mental calmness allows physical pleasure to grow. It is also important to understand that everyone is different. Some men are more visually oriented than others. However, visual connection generally plays a meaningful role for many people. The key idea is that seeing a partner's genuine reactions strengthens both emotional and physical experience. It turns intimacy into a shared event rather than an individual action. In simple terms, visual stimulation matters because it connects the mind to the body. It builds attraction, strengthens confidence, and deepens emotional engagement. Seeing a partner's expressions and body language provides reassurance and increases excitement. Eye contact creates intimacy. Facial expressions build trust. Body language communicates pleasure. All of these elements work together to enhance the experience. Intimacy becomes more fulfilling when partners can see and respond to each other. Visual connection reminds both people that they are not alone in the moment. They are sharing something meaningful. When attraction, confidence, and emotional awareness combine, satisfaction grows naturally. Visual stimulation, therefore, is not just about appearance. It is about connection, reassurance, and emotional exchange. That psychological layer often makes the experience more powerful than physical sensation alone. Feeling desired and experiencing different levels of control can play an important role in intimacy. Enjoyment is not only about physical sensation. It is also about emotion, psychology, and connection. Some men feel more confident and excited when they are leading and guiding the experience. Others may enjoy moments when their partner takes control and leads with confidence. Both experiences can be satisfying in different ways. The key idea is that variety and emotional dynamics often make intimacy more meaningful and exciting than people expect. For some men, feeling in control creates a sense of strength and responsibility. Taking the lead can make them feel confident and capable. Confidence often increases enjoyment because it reduces doubt and hesitation. When a man feels secure in what he is doing, he can relax and focus on the connection. Being in control may allow him to set the pace and rhythm in a way that feels natural to him. This sense of direction can feel powerful, especially when he sees that his partner responds positively. Knowing that he is creating pleasure and leading the moment can boost self-esteem. At the same time, control does not always mean dominance in a strict or aggressive way. It can simply mean guiding the experience gently and confidently. Many men enjoy leading in a caring and attentive way. They may feel satisfied when they sense trust from their partner. Trust makes leadership feel meaningful rather than forced. When both partners agree and feel comfortable, taking control can feel exciting and safe at the same time. On the other hand, many men also enjoy moments when they are not in control. When a partner takes the lead, it can create a different kind of excitement. Letting go of control allows a person to relax mentally. Instead of thinking about what to do next, he can focus fully on what he feels. This shift can reduce pressure. Sometimes men feel expected to lead all the time. When their partner confidently guides the moment, it can feel refreshing and attractive. Seeing a partner express assertiveness or passion can increase desire and emotional engagement. Variety in dynamics creates excitement because it breaks routine. When experiences always follow the same pattern, they can start to feel predictable. Predictability is not always bad, but occasional change can add energy to the relationship. A shift in who leads or how the moment unfolds can feel new and surprising. Surprise stimulates the mind. The brain responds strongly to new and unexpected situations. This mental stimulation adds to physical pleasure. Feeling desired is another powerful factor. When a man senses that his partner truly wants him, it strengthens emotional satisfaction. Desire can be expressed through words, touch, eye contact, or body language. When a partner shows initiative, it sends a clear message of attraction. This message builds confidence. Confidence improves overall enjoyment. Everyone wants to feel wanted. It reassures them that the connection is mutual. Vulnerability also plays an important role. Allowing oneself to be vulnerable requires trust. When a man allows his partner to take the lead, he is showing trust. That trust can deepen emotional intimacy. Vulnerability is often misunderstood as weakness, but in relationships it can be a sign of strength. It shows openness and honesty. Sharing control or giving control at times can create balance. Balance strengthens relationships because it prevents one person from carrying all responsibility. The psychological side of control and desire is very important. Control can create feelings of power and competence. Surrendering control can create feelings of trust and relaxation. Both experiences stimulate different emotional responses. Switching between these dynamics keeps the relationship flexible and interesting. It allows both partners to explore different sides of themselves. Communication is essential when exploring these dynamics. Both partners need to feel comfortable and respected. Open conversation about preferences builds safety. When there is clear understanding, shifts in control feel exciting rather than confusing. Respect ensures that both people feel valued. Healthy dynamics always involve consent and mutual agreement. Confidence, assertiveness, and vulnerability all add emotional depth. When a partner shows confidence, it can be very attractive. When someone expresses vulnerability, it can create closeness. These qualities may appear opposite, but together they create balance. A relationship where both partners can lead sometimes and follow at other times often feels more equal and satisfying. In simple terms, enjoyment in intimacy is not only about who is dominant. It is about emotional energy and connection. Some men enjoy feeling in control because it builds confidence and strength. Others enjoy letting go because it reduces pressure and increases relaxation. Many appreciate a mix of both. Variety keeps the experience fresh and exciting. Feeling desired adds reassurance and emotional warmth. The unexpected shift in dynamics often makes moments more appealing than assumed. When roles change naturally, it creates surprise and excitement. This surprise engages the mind and strengthens attraction. Emotional engagement grows when partners explore different ways of connecting. Over time, this flexibility can deepen trust and understanding. Ultimately, what matters most is mutual comfort and respect. Control and vulnerability should always be shared in a way that feels safe. When both partners feel desired and valued, the experience becomes more meaningful. Variety in leadership and emotional expression adds richness to the relationship. In this way, feeling desired and sometimes in control, or sometimes not, becomes an important part of building lasting intimacy and satisfaction. Communication and mutual satisfaction are at the heart of truly meaningful intimacy. While many people focus on technique, appearance, or specific positions, the most fulfilling experiences usually come from open conversation and emotional understanding. When partners talk honestly about what they like, what they do not like, and what makes them feel comfortable, the connection between them becomes stronger. This openness builds trust. Trust allows both people to relax and enjoy the moment without fear of judgment. When two people feel safe expressing themselves, intimacy becomes deeper and more satisfying. Communication begins long before any physical closeness. It starts with simple conversations about feelings, expectations, and boundaries. Boundaries are personal limits that help people feel respected and secure. When partners clearly express their boundaries, it prevents misunderstanding. It also shows care and maturity. Respecting boundaries builds emotional safety. Emotional safety allows both partners to be fully present. Without safety, anxiety can grow. Anxiety can reduce enjoyment because it makes people worry instead of relax. Clear communication removes confusion and creates confidence. Expressing preferences is equally important. Every person is different. What feels good for one person may not feel the same for another. When partners share what they enjoy, they make it easier to create mutual pleasure. Mutual pleasure means that both individuals feel satisfied and valued. When intimacy becomes focused only on performance or impressing the other person, it can create pressure. Pressure often reduces enjoyment. However, when the focus shifts to sharing pleasure equally, the experience becomes more natural and balanced. Many people feel shy about talking openly about intimate topics. They may fear embarrassment or rejection, but honest communication usually strengthens relationships rather than weakening them. When a partner listens carefully and responds with understanding, it builds closeness. Feeling understood is a powerful emotional experience. It reassures both people that their needs matter. This reassurance increases satisfaction because it removes feelings of isolation or insecurity. Mutual satisfaction also requires attention and empathy. Empathy means trying to understand how the other person feels. During intimate moments, paying attention to body language, breathing, facial expressions, and verbal cues helps partners adjust and respond. When both individuals care about each other's comfort and enjoyment, the experience feels cooperative rather than one-sided. Cooperation creates harmony. Harmony makes intimacy feel smooth and connected. Another important aspect of communication is feedback. Feedback can be simple and gentle. Saying what feels good, asking for small adjustments, or expressing appreciation can make a big difference. Positive feedback builds confidence. When a person knows that their partner is happy, they feel more relaxed. Relaxation improves pleasure. Confidence grows when partners encourage each other instead of silently expecting perfection. Focusing on mutual pleasure instead of performance changes the emotional atmosphere. Performance creates the idea that someone must prove something. This mindset often leads to stress. Stress blocks enjoyment because it shifts attention away from connection. When intimacy becomes about sharing rather than performing, the pressure disappears. Both partners can explore comfortably. Exploration feels exciting because it is based on curiosity rather than expectation. Respect is another foundation of satisfying intimacy. Respect means valuing your partner's feelings, needs, and individuality. When a person feels respected, they feel safe. Safety encourages openness. Openness strengthens communication. This positive cycle builds deeper satisfaction over time. Respect also means accepting that preferences can change. What feels comfortable today may be different tomorrow. Ongoing conversation keeps the relationship adaptable and healthy. Emotional intimacy grows through honest dialogue. When partners talk about their fears, hopes, and desires, they connect on a deeper level. Physical closeness becomes an extension of emotional closeness. Many people discover that emotional understanding increases physical pleasure. The body often responds more positively when the heart feels secure. Emotional tension can reduce desire, while emotional connection can enhance it. Communication also helps resolve misunderstandings quickly. Without conversation, small issues can grow into larger problems. If something feels uncomfortable or unsatisfying and remains unspoken, frustration may build. Honest discussion prevents this buildup. It allows partners to correct misunderstandings and improve their experience together. Improvement becomes a shared goal rather than a source of conflict. Mutual satisfaction means both partners feel valued equally. It is not about one person giving and the other receiving. It is about sharing. When both individuals care about each other's pleasure, balance develops naturally. Balance reduces resentment and increases happiness. Many long-term relationships remain strong because partners continue to communicate openly about their needs. Listening is just as important as speaking. True communication involves hearing your partner without interrupting or dismissing their feelings. Active listening shows respect. It shows that their words matter. When someone feels heard, they feel closer. Closeness enhances intimacy. Even small conversations about comfort or preference can create big improvements in satisfaction. Trust deepens over time when communication remains honest and kind. Trust allows vulnerability. Vulnerability means being open about feelings without fear of rejection. When partners share openly, they strengthen their emotional bond. This bond supports better intimacy. Many people find that the more they talk honestly, the more natural and enjoyable their physical connection becomes. Simple words of reassurance can also enhance the experience. Saying, "I like this," "Are you comfortable?" or "Tell me what you prefer," creates a supportive environment. These words show care. They shift focus from self-centered performance to shared experience. Shared experience builds unity. Unity makes moments feel meaningful rather than mechanical. In simple terms, communication is the foundation of mutual satisfaction. Talking openly about preferences and boundaries builds trust and safety. Listening with empathy strengthens emotional connection. Focusing on shared pleasure removes pressure and increases enjoyment. Respect ensures that both partners feel valued. When people feel understood, they relax. When they relax, pleasure grows naturally. Intimacy becomes most fulfilling when it is built on honesty, kindness, and cooperation. Positions or techniques matter less than emotional understanding. The strongest satisfaction comes from knowing that both partners care about each other's happiness. When communication flows freely and mutual respect guides the relationship, intimacy becomes a shared journey rather than a performance. This shared journey creates deeper connection, lasting satisfaction, and stronger emotional bonds over time.